Welcome back, everyone. We have another live Groundskeeper Chat for you today. My name is Meg Kruger. I'm the content specialist with Pioneer, and today we're at Canal Park in Akron, Ohio with Chris Walsh, and we're going to be talking putting your baseball field to bed. So I didn't realize before I started this, I don't even know if your name is Chris because I see your Twitter handle, C Walsh, but I'm pretty sure it's Chris. Correct?
It is Chris. Not too many people know what my first name is. It's just always, Walsh since I was little. So
yeah, it's such a solid last name to go forward with. So I like that. So C Walsh on Twitter, if you guys want to check him out. You're
0014.
There you go.
There you go.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll start off. Just tell us a little bit about the park here.
Okay. My name is Chris Walsh. I'm the head groundskeeper here for the Akron RubberDucks. I've been here for 10 baseball seasons, 22 total in minor leagues. That's kind of
the rundown.
The rundown of it, yeah.
So just give us the nature of, what kind of events are held here. Are you guys just baseball, or does the community utilize the field as well?
We do a lot of baseball games here, very community oriented with movie nights and events on the field. We also host the OHSAA state tournament.
Perfect.
As well as a lot of the local high schools get to utilize the field as part of our contract with the community in the city.
So you guys operating like April to October? Is that a good, or do you guys start in March, or what is that?
Well, maintenance starts in March.
Okay. Games
in April through September now with the new minor league baseball schedule.
Yep. Wes was talking a little bit about that at the Clippers Stadium, that I think their last event was like the first week of October, and he said that pushes everything back now. So have you guys had a similar start to the fall hibernation season, or did you guys have an earlier end?
We ended usually at our normal time, end of September. We had playoffs where we won our league championship here, so that kind of fell into our normal event schedule, because usually at the end of the season we host the finish line for the Akron City Marathon.
Oh, okay.
So our maintenance program usually doesn't start postseason until the first week in October anyway. So we were kind of right on schedule with that.
Perfect. So what does that first week look like? Walk us through, what are the top priorities when you start to really, close the baseball field down for the season? Are you focusing on the infield? Are you out here in the grass? What are those first priorities?
Our priority is get a aerator out here, open up the ground, get some seed down in there, and then top dress immediately after. Getting that seed down in is probably most important, just because of the short window we usually have, October going into November. You don't know what you're going to get as far as weather and
is that
optimum growing conditions.
Is that the bulk of your fall fertilization program, or do you guys do anything more other than the top dressing?
We usually, just our fert and our top dressing and overseeding is our main goal. Once we get that out of the way, then we can start addressing wear areas, and if we need to sod or replace and things like that. So just getting the seed in the ground is top priority.
And do you conduct any soil tests on an annual basis for the field, or is that something that you look at to do in the spring? When does that really fall into your program?
End of the season, usually. Before you came out, we were working on filling all that out as we speak. And then sometimes it depends on how we're looking mid-season, maybe just to see where we're at and how the program's working.
So, it definitely looks like things are shut down here. The weather today indicates that baseball season may be over. But where do you guys, what are the common wear areas that you guys struggle with on this field? As far as what are the things that you first address here at Canal Park?
Usually it's the foul areas where guys warm up, like here. That become a huge issue every year. So we try and hit those really hard. We brought a deep tine aerator out and went about 6.5 inches down, opened it up real good, and then just seed and top dress like crazy. And then as the field gets older, we're going to incorporate more and more aeration, which based off our schedule, I don't know how that's going to be possible, but it's needed. So we'll be doing that more during in season. as well.
You'll find a way. Groundskeepers always do.
Yeah.
But as far as like tarping goes, is this the bulk of what you guys will do, or do you bring out any grow covers or tarps for the grass? Or just this?
We have grow tarps for our infield, which after our final granular application of fertilizer, we usually bring those out and cover the infield. We have enough to cover the infield, and smaller areas to do like real problem areas, like down the foul lines. We'll rotate them during the winter. But yeah, right now I wish the budget was bigger for more grow tarps, but yeah, the infield thrives underneath. It's been great in the spring. So we can take those off in March and then rotate them to other areas that need a little help too. So we try to make do with what we have.
Do you guys have any plans to rebuild the mound or take a look at your home plate area in the off season, or is that something you do in the springtime?
A little bit of both. We usually do like a rough, grade of the home plate and all our mounds, just kind of fill everything in. We found that during the winter, we get a lot of heaving with the freezing and the thawing process. So we have to come out in the springtime and dial everything in anyways. So found it's just easier to rough everything up, get it close, and then come springtime, we can fine tune everything and really dial it in. Plus the clay is a lot easier to work with in the spring too, because it's nice and soft, so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so what does your equipment maintenance look like when you're putting the field to bed? Are you also taking time to, clean equipment or, kind of square things away there to make sure that they're all ready to go come springtime? Yeah,
usually we do good cleaning, every couple of months here just to get everything nice and shiny. Unfortunately, our facility isn't too accommodating for doing service, so everything gets sent out and prepped, blades sharpened, oil changes, and just make sure everything's ready to go for the springtime.
Perfect. So. We've got a nice symphony of like drills and construction going on in the background. So it looks like facility projects are going to be happening here. Do you guys have any major field renovations or projects that you'll attack this off season?
Not this off season, but in previous off seasons, we did a lot of work with bringing the back arc back into a 95, just because there was a lot of buildup and runoff during a couple of years. We replaced the field in 2016. So prior to the 2020 year, we came in and removed the back arc and scraped that out and got fresh sand in there and redid it. So we were ready to go for the 2021 season when we were ready to go.
At this time of year, what does your crew really look like? What are you guys, managing this with, and how many people are out here with the force? Wes down in Columbus had, I think, just him and one other guy by this time of year. Yeah,
this time of year, that's what it is. It's me and my assistant Colt, who's just off camera. Hi, Colt. So yeah, pretty much after the last game, it's just me and him getting the maintenance done, and that's why it's pretty much go to get stuff done.
Definitely. And then you can really relate to some of the whether they're Parks and Rec or high school, all they are sometimes operating one-man shows all year round. So if you had to give advice for if they have limited labor, limited budget, what's the one thing they should focus on before they put their field to bed? If there's one or two things that they can get done, what would you say is a priority to make?
Just the same as here, getting the seed in the ground and getting it established as quickly as possible. That kind of, that way your seed is ready to go, and come springtime, you put that first fert application out and the weather warms up, it's ready to pop and ready to go, and you've got that much more wear and tear filled in.
Definitely. So. Is there anything else I didn't touch on that you'd want us to know about what you guys have going on here, or do you think we covered it all?
I think we covered it all.
And we can always find you on Twitter.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and stay tuned for more baseball tips and tricks, as you should already be thinking about your springtime season with shortages, and who knows what this world can throw our way.
Unpredictable. Or order stuff early. I've learned this year. Get it so a month in advance, so you're ready to go and hit the ground running when it comes to maintenance time.
When it's time for baseball again.
Yeah.
We just all have to make it through the winter. So thank you again.
Thank you.